Good morning. Welcome back to the North. An excellent question overnight. Someone asked, why do I bother fretting over swamp tankers, basically? You see, I can understand that point of view because it would seem like I'm just fretting over swamp tankers. But you got to understand, these people have been relentlessly attacking my channel for a year. And the attitude from the fish keeping community is just ignore it, let it happen. Well, when you've got an organized group of people working to keep you down because they don't agree with me, they don't want people thinking of a Clearwater tank. The concept of the way I keep fish keeping is detrimental to their entire business model. So they want to destroy me and anyone like me. It's not just me. It's just not me. If someone else starts bringing up alternatives to their mantra, that channel will be attacked. All you got to do is go look at Skeptical Aquatics. He's been treated the same way by these people. Okay. And then we get the other people who haven't, I guess, been abused by this crowd going, why are you doing this? Well, the reason you're asking me that question is because simply you haven't experienced what I've experienced. And not just me, others. I get countless stories across all social media sources from people who have been abused by this crowd. Why do I speak up? Because none of you want to. All of you are too afraid to speak up. That's why I speak up. And I'm going to continue to do it because it's nonsense. And the more I talk about it, the more people will be aware of it. And eventually, this crap's going to end. It's not going to end by me curling up into the fetal position under a chair and hoping it's going to go away. It's been going on for over a year. And I've only been fighting back since around January because they went too far. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Why do I do it? That's why I do it. What if someone was walking down the street and spitting in your face every day? Would you just go, oh, thank you, and rub it in? Why do I do it? I don't know. I think people are just too quick to roll over in this world, and that's why we have this mess. It's basically slowly destroying the hobby. Okay? It destroys retail sales. It discourages people from buying the equipment they actually need, and it ruins the market. I mean, in the case of discus, if people follow this advice, buy discus, put discus in the tank, no one's going to buy these fish anymore because they're all going to die and they're going to get a bad rap. And it's not the fish's fault. It's the shoddy advice that's basically become mainstream. Why am I speaking out against it? All these reasons are why I'm speaking out and fretting over other people's fish. No. It's not fretting over other people's fish. I really personally don't care what other people do with their fish. And to be clear, and I've said this, I think about 1,000 times, okay? My problem is people who know better are teaching newcomers to the hobby how to fail. And then they're laughing about it, literally, in their videos, calling them zombies for listening to them, and then laughing. And these people are losing their fish. But no, we should all just cower to it and be quiet and act like civilized human beings while we watch somebody abuse animals. We watch somebody teach other people to abuse animals. Other people who are actually trying to learn how to care for animals properly, they're being tricked into animal abuse. And this guy loves it. He loves it. He displays them like trophies and laughs at the world. Look what I can do. That's exactly what's going on. Some people just don't see the forest for the trees, unfortunately. Okay? But sitting back and allowing this to continue, sitting back and letting them abuse my channel and other channels like me that simply want to, push traditional fish keeping instead of swamp tanking. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. And if you were on the receiving end like I am, I don't know. I guess you'd roll over, or you'd just take it, or you'd quit, because that's what they do. They drive people like me off the platform. The only difference here is I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to shut up. And I don't care how many people tell me I'm wrong. I don't. I'll keep pushing my message. I still can't understand why YouTube allows an animal abuse cult to profit off their platform. Period. That's what's happening here, and I'm not shutting up. I don't care how many people try to suggest that it's a good idea for me to just bend over for a cult. I won't do it. I won't do it. I don't care if they show up at my door and burn crosses on my lawn. I will keep going. They picked it, I'll finish it. And I'll decide when it finishes, when they stop teaching people how to abuse large cichlids. Period. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Like one commenter said, would you look the other way if you saw somebody beating a dog with a hammer? It's like walking up to the guy who responded and protected that dog and saying, what are you doing? Why don't you mind your own business? And then handing the hammer back to the freaking guy beating the dog and tapping him on the back of the shoulder because, you know, nobody should care. So there you go. I just wanted to be as clear as I can be on that issue. And if you think it's nonsense, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. You really are. You really are. But a great deal of people are going to agree with my point of view. And if I can offer food for thought, and I can, for every one person I turn away from swamp tanking, I'm doing Mother Nature a service. And I'm doing the fish keeper a service. And I'm doing those fish that have to live in those tanks a service by convincing their owners to provide them a better life. I thank you so much for watching. And again, respectfully, this is coming from a good place in me. People want to frame it as coming from a bad place. The bad place is abusing animals. And I'm not going to let peer pressure or anything of the sort change my mind on that. Until you can convince me that what he's doing is right, or by teaching newcomers abuse in the guise of good fish keeping, under the, you know, like, it's disgusting. It disgusts me. And they chose to come after my channel. So that's it. I'm going after their entire concept. And I won't be happy until everyone's not paying attention to it. I know that's not going to happen. I know that there's going to be a segment of the population that just proves him right. They're going to prove themselves what he refers to as woke zombies. You know, they're so caught up in the green movement that all he has to do is say a whole bunch of buzzwords, and he can actually convince them to abuse animals. As long as he uses the right green movement buzzwords, that's it. You're in like Flynn, and a certain persuasion of the population is going to literally beat a dog with a hammer because someone made it sound like a good idea. Great analogy. I hope you have a wonderful day.